Hey guys, Mike J. Anthony here, and I wanted to make this video because once again I was making an email for you guys. I was crafting an email and I was just like, man, this thing is getting long. I think we're gonna make a video instead. It's been a while, it's been a long time, and but I have not been so excited about something in a long time. And I really mean that. I don't say that lightly because, like you, I have been scammed, hoodwinked, swindled, the wool literally pulled over my eyes. You name it, it's happened multiple times. So I want to tell you guys not to talk you into it, not to try to talk you into anything, but just to tell you why I like it, and invite you guys to join me with this blockchain venture, because that's what this is all about, is blockchain. So, if you're not interested in blockchain, there's no need for you to watch this video. So I'm definitely not looking for people who aren't interested, but if you are interested in crypto related blockchain type things, then I want to explain to you why I like this so much. Now, I came across this by accident. I did not know anything about it, and I'm a little pissed off actually because of it. I kind of like to know things like this, and there's just so much things going through my head right now, and I said, wow, I need to make a video. And but again, I mean, we've all been there. We've bought tokens, and we watched them go up, we watched them go down, and all that kind of stuff. But how about buying nodes? A lot of people do not know anything about buying nodes. Some of you might, but many do not. I know most of the people I know, like they're just finding out about Bitcoin, on blockchain. They still don't really know anything about how it works in the background, and that's fine. That's okay. This company actually teaches you that. It's got an academy here, and this is free. But the main reason I'm making this video is to tell you why I like this company so much. It's called Connect United. Connect for short. That's their logo up here. But yeah, I came across this by accident because I was literally, I guess I'm going to say, pretty much giving up on my affiliate marketing stuff because it's just I spend so much money and don't make it back. So, I do make some money, but not as much as I spend. And I was just like, I'm kind of tired of this. I'm going to hang up most of my affiliate marketing, not all of it, because I do promote a couple things. But affiliate marketing is just affiliate marketing. If you refer a movie to somebody and they go watch it, I mean that's affiliate marketing basically. So I'm not giving that up totally. It's just that a lot of the things that I was personally doing, I don't really want to do anymore because it's just a lot of effort and hassle, and things change, and time moves on, and you're still poorer than you were before. And I was like, I want to take a new direction. I want to move in a new direction, and I wanted to get back involved in crypto, but in a different way, not just buying tokens, because that's pretty much all I've done for the past 10 years, off and on. But I want to get back into buying nodes. Now, this may be a new company for me, but it's not a new thing. For me, this has been 10 years in the making, and I'm going to explain that. And the reason why I say that is because 10 years ago, I used to own a Bitcoin mining node, and a node is basically just a computer, either hardware or software that resides on the blockchain, that whatever network it's in, which, let's say, I'm just going to use Bitcoin as an example because that was the first and only one in 2009. Well, your computer at home could have been a node. If you knew about Bitcoin when it first came out, you could have mined Bitcoin on your own computer. It's very energy intensive. Your electric bill would have tripled, if not quadrupled, but but your PC would have become a node on the network. That's what that means. So anyway, in 2013, when I was dipping my toes into the Bitcoin space, I did not know whether Bitcoin was going to be successful or not. I still was leery about it. I still thought it was a fad or maybe a scam, but it had just broke an all-time high of $1,125. And then I came across somebody in one of my marketing groups had told me about a company that had just formed, that they were putting together a group of investors who wanted to buy a bunch of Bitcoin mining nodes. So these were hardware pieces of machines that are basically they call them ASICs, which is an acronym ASIC, which means Application Specific Integrated Circuit. All it was is like it's a big it's like a rectangle. I'm trying to get my hands in the. Okay, I can't do it, but it's like a long rectangular box that's basically computer circuits on it. That's all it is, and it's got GPUs, graphical processing units, because those turned out to be the most efficient to run a Bitcoin mining node. All it does is solve complex computations, and it helps secure the Bitcoin network against being hacked and all that kind of stuff. And as a reward, the people who own those nodes would earn a piece of the blockchain network, or as in the form of a reward. So that's why they call it rewards, Bitcoin mining rewards. And basically, it's just like, say your mining node might help mine a block, like the current block is 50, but now it's halved. It just halved because we just had the Bitcoin halving. So now it's going to mine 25, or is it 25 down to 12 and a half? I forget which one. But anyway, your Bitcoin mining node helps mine a block of Bitcoin, and whether that's 50 or 25 or whatever it is, and then you get like one, like, because that's what I used to have. My Bitcoin miner would used to mine 1 Bitcoin per day, because that was my reward for helping to secure the network. That's what a node is. So my Bitcoin node, I had that, right? I had that in 2013. It cost me $4,000 to partner up with a small group of people, and I'm from New Jersey, and we hosted these things out in Houston, Texas, and a warehouse had to be bought, some space had to be bought. These things run hot because, again, they're computer circuits, so they run hot. So you got to cool them down. So they need fans, they need electricity, a lot of it. Like I said, they're very energy intensive, since they run on a proof of work application. And so I had to pay $200 a month in electricity and hosting fees as well. So, make a long story short, 2013 goes by, it's at the end. I'm now in the beginning of 2014, and Bitcoin is doing nothing but going down in value. Since this was my first foray in Bitcoin, I had never followed a Bitcoin market before. I had never seen a complete Bitcoin market cycle where it went up and then went down and back again. I'd never seen that before. So I found out that it was just coming off of a top in December 2013, and it was going to go all the way down to under $200. The same year I owned my Bitcoin miner. So with that, my $200 a month that I was paying, I wasn't even getting a Bitcoin that was worth that much. My Bitcoin was worth less than $200. I was paying $200. I've spent $4,000 for this node, this hardware node, and now I'm losing money. I've been losing money for a full year. So I got the bright idea to sell it off, thinking that I was making a good move, and turned out to be a dumb move, as you can imagine, because Bitcoin is now over 60,000. Back then, we had no idea that Bitcoin was about to go to $20,000 by the end of 2017. I only needed one more year. If I held on to it one more year, I would have seen the possibilities of that thing. And instead, I sold it off because we had a clause in our purchase contracts that if you don't want it after 12 months' time, you can sell it back to the company that I bought it from. And I decided to take advantage of that because, like I said, I had been losing money for a whole entire year. So that's why I sold it. A year later, I was like, whoops. Bitcoin took off by 2017. I no longer owns it, but that it would have made me I would have been able to retire from a job because of that fatal mistake. I still need a job, and I still need opportunities like this one here, and this one goes back to what I was doing 10 years ago when I had my Bitcoin mining node. Only today they are developing brands. They are putting them on the blockchain, and you can buy a node, not the token, but the nodes. They do produce tokens, but when you own a node, it mints tokens for you, so you don't have to go buy them on the open market. Now, if that network that you happen to be in, I used Bitcoin, for example, if it happens to be successful and you people use it and people grow and it grows, the network grows, then that underlying token will also grow with it. There's no guarantee of that happening. For example, in the story I just told you from 2013, I sold it because I thought, Bitcoin was going down. I didn't know it was going back up. I thought it was going to stay down. Now, if Bitcoin went down out of existence, then that would have been a good move. But in 2014, there was no idea, there was no way that we could have known, or I could have known, that Bitcoin was going to go to $20,000 and more. So it's the same with these. We don't know what these networks are going to do. We don't know what these brands are going to do. We don't know which ones are going to be successful, or if they're going to be successful at all. So as I'm talking about this stuff, please keep in mind that I'm given no guarantees. I cannot guarantee that anybody's going to make any money, just like I was not guaranteed that Bitcoin was going to be successful. It just so happened that it was, and it would have made me rich, but such is life, right? You live and you learn, and you take chances, and things happen. So, but this is the same thing here. I mean, we're still involved in the same network. It's the same stuff, except for we're using software nodes now. It doesn't require the heat and hardware and the overhead. It does require hosting. Each node does require $5 hosting, not the $200 a month that I used to pay. But you would only pay $5 per month per node. So if you bought 5 nodes, for instance, from this blockchain development company that I'm about to tell you about, you would pay about $25 a month, plus whatever the cost of the nodes will be, because they're different depending on which node you buy. And I'm going to send you, along with this email that I send this video in, I'm going to send you a video that you can look at. It's a 5-minute video that explains the different projects that they have, and they actually have here projects we love. I'll take you into that. But again, I want to tell you more about the background of this. I totally discovered this by accident. This company's been around for 8 years. There is no rug pulling going on here. They're very legal. They're very in compliant. They make sure they're in compliant. One of the legal representatives representing this company used to be on former President Donald Trump's legal counsel for the United States. This is a U.S.-based company. I cannot speak about if you're from another country. Yes, this company will work. It's a worldwide. The blockchain network is worldwide, but this is a U.S.-based company, so I cannot comment on people who are from other countries who may be watching this video. You could still buy you could still buy nodes and all that, but the legal activities, the legal implications are for whatever country that you happen to be residing in. So you'll have to refer to your blockchain expert in your respective country. But everything that I talk about is going to be US based. Okay, so that's another thing. So just legal disclaimers out the way. I cannot guarantee that anybody's going to make any money. I cannot guarantee that you're going to wake up tomorrow morning. I cannot guarantee that the sun is going to come out tomorrow. I cannot guarantee that the moon is going to shine tonight. I cannot guarantee any of those things. But I can guarantee that this is a legally compliant company. I can guarantee that they are probably the biggest blockchain development company that I've seen, and they claim to be that, and they seem to be that. They are building development software in the blockchain space. I can guarantee that. And I can guarantee that they are building out brands and developing brands, which you have a chance to purchase into these brands using blockchain software nodes, which they have developed. Okay, and that's what I'm talking to you about. And I really think you should look at this. Again, it's very exciting. This is one of the only things I've seen that is attracting millionaires and billionaires. Because everything I've done really does not attract billionaires and millionaires, okay? Because like I was pretty much involved in, those of just basic traditional affiliate marketing, really. That basically just attracts poor people who want to make a few $1,000s a month. Great, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not going to attract millionaires and billionaires. This here, though, blockchain technology in general is attracting people who are already millionaires and billionaires, because this is the future. Just like the internet in 1995 or Bitcoin in 2009, that's what this blockchain technology is right now. So if all of us who've missed out on buying Bitcoin back in 2009 for a nickel, not even, for nothing really, a nickel back in 2010, 11, that's what this is. It's giving me and us, those of you who are interested in joining me with this company, a chance to do something again from the ground up again. And because of that, there are definitely no guarantees. We don't know what it's going to do, but I do know that blockchain is the future. And I want in. I don't know about you, but I'm going to do this with or without you. But I'm giving you the courtesy to tell you about it and a chance to join me because this is not something that I have to share. There are people, most people are not sharing this, but they are participating. A lot of people just want to buy nodes. That's it. They want to buy nodes. They want to let them rip in the background. They don't tell anybody about them, and that's all. I want to tell you another story though. Back in 2013, when I was mining Bitcoin, I just found this out. There was a guy named Billy Womack. He's actually the same exact age as me. He was mining Bitcoin at the exact same time as I was. Matter of fact, I think I was even before him. He was just like me. He was not rich. He certainly didn't have millions. He had a few $1,000s from his job that he could throw into something, invest into something, or take a chance into something. We don't even like to use the word invest because this isn't an investment. You are putting your money into an opportunity for the future, basically, is how I see it. But this guy, Billy, he was doing the same thing I was at the same time. And all these years later, I'm coming back around. I never met the guy before. But as I listen to him and I hear him talk, because he's very much a part of this company, and he helps build this out, and he's not a sharing type, but he's not he's been running webinars, but he's not one of those guys. He's one of those guys that buys something and sits on it. And he did that. And this guy became a multimillionaire. And I am still working for a living. And the difference was the decisions that we made. I had a Bitcoin miner. He had a Bitcoin miner. He kept his. I sold mine. He ended up finding out about nodes for Gala Games. Have you guys heard of Gala Games? I knew about it, but I did not know about the nodes. I still didn't know about that. I didn't know about the tokens. I could buy the tokens on the open market, which I never did. In 2021, Gala Games went to 75 cents after being around, I don't know, less than a penny. Anyway, he was minting Gala tokens from his mining node, or just node, his software node, because he went in with this company that he heard about and I did not, and that said, hey, we are offering nodes, not the token, but the node, a piece of the network, the blockchain network, for the Gala Games network. And almost everybody he talked to, and he'll tell you the story because we're on Zooms, and I'm going to send you to those as well. Everybody he talked to said, get games. Like, well, these people weren't gamers. They weren't, he's like, I don't really play games. I don't really like games. And one multimillionaire was interested in this, and he turned it down, and now he's in our company too, telling the story all the time. But that's another guy. But for Billy, though, Billy said, you know what? I'm going to go for it. He put like $15,000 into 11 Gala Games nodes before Gala Games was even a thing, which meant that there was absolutely no guarantee that the Gala Games network was going to do a single thing. There was no guarantee. It's just a chance he decided to take. And some people thought it was a dumb idea. They said this is the stupidest thing in the world. It's never going to make any money. It's never going to take off. They were wrong. So he put his $15,000, which is basically all he had, into this. And next thing you know, by 2021, so he wasn't even logging in. He wasn't looking at this. And one of his colleagues said, hey, have you seen your back office? Have you seen how many Gala Games? Now, when you buy nodes, and it has my nodes, they just sit back here and they just run, right? They just run. Like I have 6 that I bought licenses to. 5 of them are online. One of them is pending. But these nodes just run. They just run in the background when you buy them. So his Gala Games nodes were just running. So someone said, hey, have you seen them? And after, like, I don't know, nothing even happened in the first 9 or 10 months. Those guys were going through growing pains, and some people wanted their money back, and you know the whole bit. And they said, well, we're going to give people their money back because we launched too early. We weren't really ready. So when we're ready, we'll give everybody the opportunity to buy back in. Well, there's one guy said, well, I don't want my money back. I'll just tell me. He's like, well, it's just easier if we give everybody their money back. So they did, and this one guy never got back in. And now this guy is already worth hundreds of millions of dollars, even before this. And he was going to buy a bunch of them, but he forgot because he doesn't need the money. And now he's kicking himself for it. Anyway, the other guy, Billy, though, he stayed there and he just kept his 11 nodes with his 15 grand, and he just let it rip, let it sit there, and gave it some patience. And a year or two later, it's now been 4 years since then because he bought them in 2018, and all this went down. So, and by 2021, he looked back there and his $15,000 was worth $10.2 million. Okay. And that is the difference between me and this guy, even though that I realized, because I was like, man, this guy started the same time I did, but he made different decisions than I did. My decisions got me still needing a job. His decisions has him retired as a multimillionaire. And I'm just like, oh man, see that? But anyway, it just goes to show you what a little faith and patience will do when you're talking about the blockchain network. And what we're looking at now are different projects that they have. When is the main these trade on you can see them on CoinMarketCap right now. It's this one is this is the main one that they use to give rewards to people. These are the ones that will accumulate first. This is the one that this company is tied to. They don't control this. They don't own it. They don't control it. They do influence it though, because this is the one that they have chosen to use to offer rewards to. Just for being a part of the network and things like that, and for sharing it with others. So WIN is worth about 0.00. I don't even know what it's worth. I think it's like 0.002 cents right now. But what if this goes to 60 cents, which it could in this upcoming bull run? You don't have to go out and buy these on the open market. You can just mint them yourself because you own the node. So it's the difference between being an owner and a retail customer. Okay, so when you go out and buy these tokens on the open network, you're just a retail customer. They'll either go up or they'll go down, and even if they go up, you got to sell them in order to make money. Or if you don't sell them, they go back down. But as a node owner, it doesn't matter because you're minting them anyway. You're minting as many as you own, just like Billy did. Those Gala tokens were just sitting there minting away. Someone said to him, how much are they worth? And when he was getting involved, not Billy, but this other multimillionaire, because Billy wasn't a multimillionaire. This other guy was, the guy who forgot to buy his back end. Someone told him, hey, buy these nodes for Gala Games. He's like, I'm not really into gaming. And he's like, well, I think you should take a look, jump in, buy some nodes. If they don't do anything, oh well, so what? And he was like, well, what do? He was like, they just sit on the network and they accumulate these tokens called Gala. And he goes, well, what's it about? He's like, it's for games, like gaming. He's like, well, I'm not much of a gamer. And I'm like, that's okay. He's like, other people can buy the games. He's like, well, what's the underlying token worth? And the guy was like, nothing. And I think his name is Tony. So Tony is the multimillionaire I'm talking about. And Tony was like, okay, that sounds great. That sounds like a great idea. So he went and got these nodes, and he forgot to buy back in when they got their money back for the issues they were having. And so Tony bought, and then he completely forgot to buy them back in. He doesn't have them anymore. And the guy's like, well, the way they make money is, what if people start playing these games? And then more people play the games, and they like the games, and that's how they're going to go up in value. And he says, oh, okay, that sounds great. I'll buy in when I can. And then he completely forgot about it. But his counterpart, Billy, on the other hand, who owned 11 nodes, became a multimillionaire from it. So that's the potential of what it can do. I cannot talk about what it's going to do. I don't know. Like I already said, I have no idea if the sun's coming out tomorrow. I have no idea what any of these networks are going to do. But what this company does is that they develop these networks, right? These are brands. They put them on the blockchain, and then they let the network take over. If the network happens to go viral, then guess what? These tokens go viral with it. And if you happen to own nodes in that network, well, the sky's the limit. It could be like a Billy Womack experience where suddenly your 15,000 is worth 10 million. I don't know. Some of these might not grow at all. Some of these might grow bigger than Gala. We don't know. All I know is they do work on the blockchain network. They are blockchain nodes you are buying. You're buying against the node, the project that these nodes are being developed for. And these brands, these names in here are all brands. Like WIN, I've bought 5 of these, because they are on a new sign-up discount. They are $2,000 per node. plus the $5 in hosting I talked about earlier. Did I talk about the hosting? Okay, if I didn't, yeah, I did, because it cost $200. It cost me $200 to host my Bitcoin node back in the day, 10 years ago. But these are software nodes, so they cost $5 per node per month. I think I did mention that. But so let's say you buy 50 of these, you would pay $5 per month per node, so it would be 50 times 5, $250 a month for your 50 nodes. Billy now owns hundreds of nodes now with the same ones. He owns hundreds of these. Switch is a switch card finance project. Galvin is a health and wellness project developed by a doctor. I don't really know what Liberty is yet. Element is a precious metals and mining project. Nerd, Grow. I'm really liking Grow. I don't own a Grow. And there's a couple more called Rev and Rally that aren't here yet because they're brand new and haven't launched. But Rev is it's called Revo Rideshare. It's going to take on the likes of Lyft and Uber. It's a ride sharing app, and I really like that one, so I went ahead and got one of those, and I'm waiting for that one to launch now. I really like that project because they already have cities that are operating that where people can go to Revo Rideshare, it's called, and they can request rides and be dropped off. It operates just like Lyft and Uber does, only it's our app. And they're operating in 4 cities in Florida right now. I think one of them is in Miami, yeah, and where they are running and testing this app right now. I think that can really take off nationwide, even worldwide. So I bought a Rev node there. That's one of the brands that is not in this list. Another one I really, really like is Grow. Billy Womack really likes this one too. He has a bunch of them, and he recommends buying 5 Windows because 5. We say 5 because 5 is how many you can get on discount. You can buy as many as you want, but like I said, they're $2,000 regular price. But for new people who sign up, you can get them for $500 a piece, and you can only buy 5 of them. So that's what I did because 5 would normally cost me $10,000. Instead, 5 of them cost me $2,500. Plus $25 a month that I spend because of the 5 nodes that I'm hosting. I am not hosting that on my computer. I have experience with this stuff, so I know not to do that. All it's going to do is cause you headaches and cause your electric bill to go up, and I don't need that. I'd rather pay just the $5 for somebody else to host it. So this company here has partnered with a company called Block Fabric that will host your nodes for you. It's very simple, very easy to set up, and that's what gets your nodes online and producing rewards. I just did this a few days ago because, like I said, I found this totally by accident. And I don't think I told the story though, but I was giving up my affiliate marketing stuff, a lot of it, and I was going into some of my accounts to close them, and I went into one of my affiliate marketing portals, which we were doing some tax, so we were helping people get tax money back. They still do that, and I wasn't going to close that, but I just went back. I hadn't logged into it for many months. I'm talking about like a year or more. And when I went back there, first of all, I saw like $500 sitting back there, like $530. So that was a big motivator. I was like, wait a minute, why is that sitting there? I don't remember doing anything with this. Well, it was because I promoted that like almost 2 years ago. And some of my efforts actually did pay off a little bit, and there was $530 sitting back there. So I said, but can I withdraw it? It's one thing for it to be sitting back there, but it's another thing if you can actually withdraw it. And I hit the withdraw button, and boom, it went right to my bank account. I got it the next day. So I said, wow, let me find out more what these people are doing, what's going on back here. And that's when I found this company. They are actually partnered with this Connect company. And I said, okay, what is Connect? And they had a link there, and I tried to click it in my other affiliate marketing portal, and it wouldn't work. It said you need to be a member or you need to find a referral partner. Well, my sponsor to that affiliate network had just been taken down for fraud because they had been doing some other fraudulent scheme on their own. So I didn't have a sponsor anymore. So then a message popped up that said, you can go to our Discord channel to get a referral link if you don't have one. So that's what I did. I go into the Discover because then I saw the word blockchain, that they were doing something with blockchain nodes. And I was like, wait a minute, hold the phone. My ears pricked up because, again, I have experience with it. I did that back in 2013, and I wanted to know what they were doing with blockchain nodes, what they knew about blockchain nodes. And turns out they know a lot. It's the #1 blockchain node development company in the world. And I was just like, what? I need to find out more about this. So I go into the Discord channel and I say, hey guys, I need a referral code. I need a referral code so I can sign up for this Connect program. So they sent me someone, a couple people got back in touch with me and they said, well, why do you need a referral code? Because the proper way to get one is through your sponsor. And I said, well, my sponsor got arrested for fraud. So that's a pretty good reason to give me a referral. So they said, okay, so here's, somebody gave me one, like 3 people did. And I took the first person who actually responded to me. And they said, oh, okay, well, yeah, that's a good reason that you would need a referral code. So here you go. So I grabbed someone's referral code and I went back and I put it in and I was able to sign up for Connect. And because this is referral based only, you cannot sign up for this unless someone like me refers you. And I'm going to give you a referral code because you will have the same problem if you try to sign up for this on your own. So you need my referral code and I will send you that as well. And so I sign up for this thing and I go back and I find out, everything these guys are doing. I wanted to know more. I looked at the projects we love. I said, what project? Switch. Switch, this is freaking awesome. I mean, this is a Switch card. This allows you to spend your Bitcoin. You also set up a wallet when you first sign up. Set up your wallet. This is a non-custodial wallet, just like MetaMask, just like Trust Wallet, so that you can store your own. You have the private keys to these. I believe you do. Yeah, you should have them somewhere. Yeah, this is my wallet here. You're going to set this up and you'll be able to transfer Bitcoin in and out of here. It's just like any other wallet. You put Ethereum in here because there's some Ethereum gas fees. I'm going to have to add some Ethereum to mine. But I don't have anything to withdraw right now, so once I do, I'm going to have to pay a little Ethereum gas fees, but I can just transfer that from my wallet right into this one. And but using the send receive right here, just like any other wallet. So you're going to have that. You're going to sign up for Connect Pay. And when you first click this, you're going to have to go through a couple of compliance courses because they don't want you to do anything out of compliance. So there's they're not long. It's just like, I think one's a half an hour video and one's a 15-minute video. And once you do that and take a little quiz at the end, they're going to allow you to withdraw your earnings from here once you receive them. But I'm losing my train of thought. What was I going to say? Yeah. So oh yeah, I was talking about how I joined this. So now I'm in here and I'm like, man, I'm watching some of these videos. There's more here I can share. This is where you get your links from because your code isn't here because you'll put share. Let's say this is a Connect explainer. This explains what Connect is. So I went in there and I think I watched this first. And I also saw that I can share this. It's actually got your code in here. This number right here, it disappears whenever I highlight it. But this number right here is my referral code, and that'll be yours too. So you can just copy this link and send it to people so they can check out what Connect is. There's also what is a node, because people are going to, that's the first thing they're going to ask you. Well, what is a node? I explained that a little bit earlier already. Here's a short one. This one's like less than 5 minutes. This one's like less than 3 minutes. This is the sign up form. And then this one introduces some of the projects that they're interested in, that they developed. Switch is here's the credit card that you can use to pay. It uses your crypto to pay that, to buy that. This is really cool. And actually CEOs are coming out of the woodwork to buy this and to jump on this. The CEO who was in charge of the Switch project is actually a former bank president. She was president of Discover Bank. Some of you may have a Discover card in your wallet right now. Well, this lady was the president of that bank from the year 2000 to 2006. And actually, you can read about her right here. This is her, Kathy Roberts. This is a what do you call it, public relations article from December 2nd, 2022. And it talks about her going from Discover Bank to blockchain CEO. That's her right here. She is next to Bradley Wilden, who was with Bradley Wilson. He's the COO of Switch Network. She is now the president of Switch Network. And Billy, Bradley here, he used to also work for a major bank. He used to work for what is currently the 31st, I think, largest bank in the nation. But now he's working for Switch. With Connect, partnered with Connect. And this article talks about, Kathy doing that and making the switch to Switch. Says Switch will be a blockchain-based financial services ecosystem The blockchain will be empowered by a global decentralized node network where node licensees will be rewarded with Switch digital rewards. Switch will offer debit payment solutions for both traditional and cryptocurrencies around the world. That's what that is all about. There was also another just 2 days ago. She was in Kauai, in the Hawaiian Islands with Billy Womack, the guy I told you about earlier. And they were talking about the Switch network. But here's, you can watch about that. The difference, the thing is though, is that those cost a little money. If you wanted to get involved, you would just go buy nodes, and I can help anybody buy who is interested in doing that. Again, I already bought my 5 at a discount, but once you add them to your cart, these will be automatically applied with a $1,500 discount, so that they're $500 each and not $2,000 each. But I already bought my 5 because that's all you can get. So anyone that I might buy from here are now going to be $2,000. So if you wanted to buy a Switch node like I was just talking about, that's $9,000. So you would just add it to your cart, and these prices do go up as more of them are purchased. I believe that every 100 nodes that are purchased, they go up by $100. Oh yeah, Grow. This is the one I wanted to tell you guys about. Just a couple days ago, this was $4,200. It's now $4,500 because these have been getting sold like hotcakes. I mean, Grow is and you can see this in Share. They talk about Grow. Oh, not here. Where did he talk about Grow at? Projects we love. Grow. Oh yeah, it's coming soon. But this is being talked about in the Zoom meetings that I go to. But I really like Grow because I've been getting very heavily involved in diet and what is in my food. And I only eat grass-fed meat now and pasture-raised chicken. I try not to eat grain-fed meat, which is mostly comes from the supermarket, and grain-fed chicken. Because a lot of people try to say, well, I don't want to eat red meat, I'm just going to eat chicken, but you're not doing yourself any favors. You're not helping yourself by doing that, because the chicken was fed the same thing as the beef that you're trying to avoid was also fed. So it's not the animal, it's what they were fed. Okay? So if they're fed genetically modified, hormone-ridden grains, guess what? The chickens were fed that, the fish was fed that, they were all fed the same thing. So you're not doing yourself any favors by switching from meat to fish or meat to chicken, because they were all fed the same exact thing. So what Grow does is it tracks. Grow tracks what the animal was fed. And I wish I could find something that had that in there. It tracks what the animal was fed from the day it was born to the day it was slaughtered, everything it ate, how the animal was raised, right to your kitchen table. They're partnered up with a farm out in I think they have one farm so far out in Washington State, where they raise their cattle that way. And when the cattle hits the supermarket, it's going to have a QR code that you can scan with your phone, and then you can track exactly how that animal was raised and fed and everything. I love that. I think that is a great idea. I've been promoting that already without getting paid for it. So that's something I want to get. I want to get one of those grow nodes as soon as I can. The price is already going up on them. They were $4,200 when I first came in. Back a couple months ago, it was $3,800. So these are really, really getting sold left and right. I wish I could buy one right now. I would. They're $4,500. But you know, so you go through and you pick one that you are familiar, that resonates with you. And some of these there are videos for. Others I can get you some more information on it. I really like Switch too. I really would like one of those nodes. This one is for health and wellness, Galvin. Mental health app. And things like that. Element is another good one. This CEO was actually on Jungle Fever, or one of those mining shows. And what they promote, this project promotes ethical mining, where, because a lot of people go out there and they mine and they do it illegally and unethically. They use child labor, you know, like kind of like Blood Diamond movie talks about that, or they use children out there mining at gunpoint and things like that. This fights against that. You know, we fight against that. That's what this project is all about. So if you purchase an Element node, you will be helping to fight against illegal mining and also returning the environment to the way it was before you started messing up the land and all that. And this is about gold, silver, precious metals mining. That's what Element is for, and that you can watch that video that explains that. That might resonate with you, so you might want to go ahead and buy an Element blockchain node. And there are several others. Oh, here it is down here. I didn't scroll down fast enough. Grow. So what you do is you go into the share link once you get a sign up link and you enroll, and you can just scroll down, and Grow is down here. And this is what I was looking for. This explains a little bit about Grow and what that's about. So you can watch that. That's one of the ones I want. Hyper is another one that's really crazy that you can watch it get explained about that. I just think this is so awesome, and that's why I wanted to make this pretty long video to show you guys what this is all about. And I'm gonna, if you're interested, I can, if you jump on with me, if you're interested in, jumping on board with me, then I'll be sending our people, my group people, my team, the Zooms that we're on are going to introduce you to Billy Womack, and you'll meet all these people, these CEOs who are either leaving their multi-million-dollar companies and joining this, or are coming out of retirement after they've retired from multi-million-dollar jobs, positions, and companies that these people have formed. They know that billions of dollars is being poured into blockchain, and that's why they're doing this. These people are saying, you know what? Blockchain is the way to go. I know companies are headed there, just like the internet in 1995 was coming, just like Bitcoin in 2009, just like, blockchain that is the infrastructure of the Bitcoin, and all the other coins that came after it. All of it operates on the blockchain. I don't know. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people have heard of Bitcoin now, but they still don't know what blockchain is or does. So rather than buying tokens, I want to start buying nodes, and I want to build a network, an empire, if you will, of buying just nothing but crypto nodes. Billy Womack, I just saw he shows us his back office because, he makes no guarantees on what the future is going to hold because we can't do that. But he can show you what he has done. And I've seen the amount of money this guy's made, the amount of nodes he has. I don't care about how much money he's made because I don't have it. So, but I do care that he's built a node empire simply by telling people about this, buying nodes himself, and he keeps reinvesting and buying more nodes. That's all he does. And I'm just like, that's what I want to do. That's what I tried to do, but I stupidly sold the only node I had, not knowing that this was going to be so big. So I'm basically going back to something that I did 10 years ago. So it's really not new to me, but I didn't know anybody else who was doing this. I didn't know anybody that was developing. And another guy, the guy who actually became my sponsor, told me that he had done it in the past too, but the company's never lasted more than a few months. He said, well, this company's been around for 8 years now. And they've been developing these brands and blockchains for several years. They haven't been doing it. They didn't just start doing this. They've been doing this for years already. I think they've sold $5 billion worth of these things. So that's the kind of company we're talking about here. That's why they have a big time legal team. Okay? That's why they want everything done on the up and up. They don't want people going out there and, putting dollar signs everywhere and telling you you're going to make a killing and, you're going to go to the moon. That's illegal. You can't do that. They don't want anybody doing that. It's the reason why you haven't heard of it. It's not it's not being promoted like everything else out there because it's not like everything else out there. Everything else out there is just money games and cons and scams and things that aren't around a couple months later and things that have no compliance, no legal team, no nothing. They're in trouble with the SEC, all kinds of stuff. That's not what this is about. This is just about sharing the brand and making a difference in the world and taking part in the future of that which is blockchain. That's what this is about. And I'm inviting you guys to come along if you see the vision of this. If you do not, that is fine. I really hope you find something that resonates with you. But for those of you that think that this is crazy hot like I do, then I'm going to send you a join link, or ask me if I didn't send it to you. Email me and just say, hey, what's up? I need that referral link. I want to go in there and take a look at that stuff. It's completely free to look at. All of this is free to join. You don't have to buy anything. If you do, I do need to tell you that in order to earn commissions, if you want to take part in the commission compensation plan, you do have to buy at least one Win node here. Again, you can buy one for $500 if you're brand new. And that opens up the earnings. If you do not have the money, let's say at all, you don't have $500 to possibly start an empire for yourself, which I think is extremely cheap, by the way. You can actually share this with others and sell them. You can sell these The company will allow you to share your own links by signing up, getting yourself an account, and selling these yourself. Let's say you share this with somebody that really loves this and says, I want 50 of these, or let me just calm down. Say, I want 5 of these. As soon as you sell 5, the company will give you one on their own. They will assign one of these to you only if you have never purchased one of these before. If you buy one, you are no longer eligible for the free Win Smart Node, because it's already, you've just, you bought one. You've opened up the earnings for yourself already. But if you absolutely don't have any funds for this, but you want to share it, you can do that. And as soon as you sell 5 of these Win nodes, like somebody else buys 5 under you, then the company will go ahead and assign one to you, and then you will get your first node. You can do it that way. So that's 2 ways you can do it. You can just share it, sell 5, or you can just buy one right away. Of course, if you have the funds, buy 5 right away, because they're on discount, and you'll start earning rewards immediately, or not immediately, but in 2 days. You still have to go back and set up your node, do node setup, and you'll go into Block Fabric here, and you'll create an account, and it shows your nodes online here, and this is where the $5 per month per node comes into play. And I did that. I went in there and I put all 5 of my nodes online, and now they are running, and I will show you that. You just go through here. Your BlockBot report is where that's going to be shown. And then once you have some nodes up online and running, as soon as this loads up for me, you'll start to see these switch rewards come in. Now, just 2 days ago, this was 0 because I just started this. It shows how much they're worth right now, and my rewards just started. I think my first reward was it shows the history somewhere. It'll show you, again, like they've been up 24 hours. Online. These are my 5 nodes that I bought on discount, and it shows me my pending rewards. So yeah, my first reward was the 18th. It was 2,464 Win tokens that I just mined. And then if you click here, it gives you some history behind it. So here's the rewards. Yeah, I got some action points that they show you with the action point. Action points are just stuff like every time you help someone in your team earn $100 in rewards. Every time a team member becomes an influence. Every time you operate an active Win node or Win Light node. I got 5 of them, so I got 5 reward points because I activate my own nodes now. Every time you operate 5 active Win Smart nodes, that's me right there. So I got 1. That's what an action point is, and that just basically helps you move to the next level. And the next level is what's called your progress to BlockBot right here. You start off as a droid, a simple droid. Those of you into Star Wars would know what that reference is. You start out with a simple droid, as a simple droid, by buying one, and then you help other people buy 5. Then you'll become a BlockBot, and then if you have helped 5 people buy 5, you would become what's called a BlockBot node. So those are just 3 levels that they're just commissions basically. You start out as a droid and you earn 10% commission, then it moves up to 20% commission, and then BlockBot node adds a little bit more commissions on top of that. But that's neither here nor there right now. The main thing is to get into some projects you love. Buy some nodes, create a blockchain empire if you believe in this like I do. I think this is freaking awesome. I know that this is where the world's going. I was trying to do this 10 years ago. I can now get back into this again through the #1 blockchain development company in the world. And I think you should really get in here and take a look, check it out, see what you think. Email me, if you need any help with anything, I got plenty of help for you. I have a few people who joined me already, and they already said they needed some help, some guidance, and but everybody that I showed this to, it just loves it. I have some people that really want to build this big, and I had just 3 days ago, I had no idea about this company. I didn't even know I was going to do this. But as I've been looking at this, I'm like, wow, I think I want to build a huge Bitcoin blockchain network and possibly a huge team. And it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it with or without you, but I'm going to build a team regardless. So I want the people who, I have contact with in the past or whatever, and I wanted to let you guys know. I try not to email people unless it's something I think is really cool or that I think is worth your time. I don't think I've sent out anything in a long time other than a couple of like updates here and there about some lesser stuff. But I think this is major. I think this is big. So that's why I felt I had to make a video to explain to you guys what's going on, because This could possibly change your financial futures for the better. All of us. All of us. You know, we got millionaires and even billionaires joining this. They're stopping everything they were doing just to join this. They're becoming CEOs, partnering up with this Connect company. So yeah, take a look. Get in here and look. We're having on May 2nd. It says here 2 p.m. We're having a Connect community Zoom call. So you'll be able to join there. It's every first Thursday. That'll appear in your back office if you become a member. Anyway, this is coming up on an hour now, so I thank you for your time. Thank you so much. It's nice to see some of you guys again. Some of you guys who know who I am, but it's really nice to see. It's nice to see you again. Yep, I'm still around. I'm still kicking. I'm still moving forward. You know, we're still struggling. But hopefully, you know, those days are numbered. Okay, those days are numbered. That's it. I'm going to see you on the inside, and let's those of you who are interested, let's build a network. Let's build this thing big. Okay, because I already have people that are telling me that already. They're like, Mike, let's build this big. We got to build. I said, you're right. We do. We do. I'm going to tell my people all about this. So that's what I'm doing. All right. See you there.